Live from the ABC7 Broadcast Center, this is ABC7 News at 6 on your side.
Their deaths are an outrage of unspeakable proportions. No one can deny the truth that is revealed in the awful images that we all have seen.
First at 6, mourning and anger as the Obama administration begins to build a case against Russian separatists and possibly the Kremlin itself for bringing down Malaysia Air Flight 17. Tonight we've learned at least 2 of the 298 people killed when a missile destroyed the plane had ties to the United States.
Quint Schansman held both U.S. and Dutch citizenship. Carleen Keizer was a graduate student at Indiana University, and she was also from the Netherlands. Greta Cruz is live in our newsroom with what we know about the investigation going on. Greta?
Well, Maureen, I can tell you that about 30 European officials, along with emergency workers and coal miners, are now at the crash site. They're trying to recover bodies and evidence, but they say the remoteness and the rebels may be compromising what is also a crime scene. Officials have begun sifting through the wreckage of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. Personal effects, a grim reminder that 298 people were killed. But there's concern the rebels who control the site are hampering their efforts.
We were only given a very small area to actually monitor, and we were greeted almost with hostility. Evidence suggests the plane was shot down by a surface-to-air missile.
This was a global tragedy. There has to be a credible international investigation.
At today's emergency meeting of the UN Security Council, the U.S. ambassador is suggesting the rebels had to have had help from the Russians.
It is unlikely that the separatists could effectively operate the system without assistance from knowledgeable personnel.
Ukraine says it has evidence, intercepted phone calls, including this one purportedly discussing moving a Russian Buk missile across the border shortly before the crash.
Бук. Да, она в этом, ее просто надо будет выгрузить, чтобы спрятать.
And another Ukraine says between 2 rebels discussing the down plane.
Короче, блин, стопудово гражданский борт.
Понятно. А этот, как, народу много там?
Это пиздец. В обломки прямо во дворы падали.
Some think the rebels mistook the commercial jet for a Ukrainian military plane. Russian President Vladimir Putin says allegations his country were involved are, quote, stupidity, and he blames Ukraine's failure to keep the peace for the disaster. Now, the FBI and NTSB also announced today they will be sending investigators to the crash site as well. But time is of the essence here. Those at the scene say bodies are decomposing in the sun, and they still don't know where those black boxes are. Live in the newsroom, Greta Cruz, ABC7 News.
Thank you, Greta. Ukrainian leaders also say they have a smoking gun that proves Russia's ties to the separatists. This video posted to YouTube by Ukraine's government purportedly shows a Buk missile launcher being carried on a flatbed truck from Ukraine into Russia today. The launcher is missing at least 1 missile.